To date, affirm the real. Our live podcast talking about today's relationships and its effects on us all. Please welcome our hosts, Keya McClain, the poet, and Shimeka, the dog therapist. Let's get real.
Okay, we on now. What happened?
I don't think he streamed it. So
I'm looking for it on Instagram right now, but I saw it pop up. But where'd it go?
Yeah, it did that to me too. It just popped back up.
Yeah, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Hello, everybody. Hello.
What up, everybody? What up? I'm trying to send out these invites and get people on here.
I can't find it.
Join in the conversation. I'll send it to you. Because it popped up and then it went away from me too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna send that to you. Get that off to you. Good evening, everybody. Happy Tuesday. We are back again.
Hello.
I am McClain, the poet, and that is
Shimeka, the dog therapist.
Yay. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about that?
Hello, everybody.
Hey. So I just sent it to you, cousin.
Oh, there it is.
So what's up, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good week so far. Tuesday, my allergies are trying to be intrusive this evening, but we're going to fight.
Can't do it. Don't
fight back.
Can't be doing that.
Right. Leave me alone.
Leave cousin alone.
So I got a little bit of a scratchy throat and my head is hurting, but otherwise I am magnificent, everybody.
Yeah, you are.
So tonight's topic is I've never heard about this until I saw the movie Why Did I Get Married? Okay, so that came out quite some time ago, but I hadn't heard of this theory until I watched this movie. And that theory is the 80-20 rule. Have you all heard of that? Theory, the 80-20 rule. So what they talked about on Why Did I Get Married was a lot of times people will go searching for the 20%. They're getting 80% in their relationship, but then they go searching for that 20% that they feel like is not getting met. And so they were talking about how, you'll ruin your 80 for a 20. Right. So that is the first time that I've heard this concept and this theory. And I think, we're going to have a different conversation about it. But I did want to bring it to light that is a conversation that a lot of people have about the 80-20 rule. Is that 80%, most people get 80% of what they want.
In a relationship,
and they're not getting the other 20% met.
Yeah.
But I think if we kind of think about this a little differently, sometimes people think they're getting 80% and they're looking for 20%. And the reason I say that is because if you talk to a lot of people that are even in long-term relationships, marriages, partnerships, they don't know what they want. If you talk to them, they don't know what they want. And so they're defining this 80% a lot of times by societal norms, not by their actual desire or needs, right? Because society tells us that we should have a 4-bedroom house with a picket fence, with 2-3 children, with a minivan and a car and 2 really good jobs. That's what societal norms tell us.
Right.
So oftentimes people don't even know what they want,
they
think that 20% is missing, and they think they're getting Okay.
Go on, preach.
That's how we're going to have that conversation this evening, because again, we can talk about, you got 80 and now you're going to go cheat or have temptation about your 20. But you got into that relationship not knowing what you wanted.
I was just going to say, I was just gonna say. So when they got into the relationship, did they not feel like they didn't have their full 100% of what I was like, because where did the 20 go? Like, did it just disappear? Like, I'm trying to figure out where the 20 went. Like, were they 100% when you got with them, and then you're like, oh, they dropped 20? I don't know what happened to the 20.
So how are you determining what
Right.
you need, and if you should go cheat and you should go do these other things because you don't know what you want? Your needs could very well all be being met, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not clear on what those needs are, then you psychologically, you're thinking by societal norms, I have the 80, right? We both have good jobs. We both drive good vehicles. We got kids. We got the 4-bedroom house with the picket fence. We have the things that society tells us we should have. I can't even define what I want myself because I've allowed society
to brainwash us into believing that that's what we want, girl.
So you've allowed society to direct you into your relationship.
Go ahead.
Hey!
Where my fan at? Girl, she preaching now. She preaching now, y'all. She preaching.
So I'm gonna let it preach, okay? And so we can sometimes just put ourselves in scenarios and situations where we're not even clear on what we got into. Not even considering, okay, I don't know if my 20, my 80, my 50 is being met. Because I have no clue. Let's go back to what we typically talk about, cousin. Let's go back to this. When you don't know who you are, you don't know what you desire. How can you know what you desire when you don't know who you are?
Who you? Look at it.
I'm just saying.
Oh, gone.
And it shows up in relationships in various ways.
Yes,
and some of the ways that it can show up is where you are complaining about something that somebody is doing for you to care for you or to nurture you. And you could be very well complaining about that thing and not seeing it as in the benefits category, right?
Right.
So you're creating issues, you're creating problems, and then you're saying, let's see, that's why I got to go out here and get my needs met. Somebody else. And look, here's the thing. And I, as a former cheater, I've had my days in cheating, right? I never, ever, ever got with somebody who was the partner I was cheating with and felt like they're going to meet all my needs.
Right.
Now,
I know. Yeah.
What did happen though, is I did focus on, well, this person is doing this and my partner's not doing that. But I wasn't communicating that with my partner. Right. And I wasn't even clear on the fact that I wanted that until I got it. Right. From this person that I'm cheating with. And so I think like we have to examine completely, what do I even want? Why am I entering into this relationship? Is this a relationship that I want? Do I want a relationship? What are the things that, like, we talk about non-negotiables and all of that? How many times have we asked that question and people don't know what their non-negotiables are? They don't know what their non-negotiables are, nor do they know what they really desire. So when you think about the 80-20 rule in that way, cousin, what comes up for you?
I thought it was all bullshit anyway, the 80-20 rule, because again, like I said, where'd 100% go? When you met with them, there was 100%, right? There was so 100% you wanted to marry them. So now they 20%, now they 80%. Like, yeah, that's all bullshit to me. I think, because like you said, as a former cheater, and here's the thing, those are just ideas, right? Those are just people's concepts or theories. And I've had to learn over time that people's theories don't mean fact.
Yeah.
Right. And like you said, societal norms, like however they think in their, like what their concept is. And here's the thing too, like we talked about last time, it's about what your lens is. What's your view and your lens? Like, is your lens what society wants from me or what I want from me? And again, we have this thing where we believe that we need this external validation from other people. And that's sometimes that 20 that you're looking for, because see, some people want people to want them. and feel like they're needed, right? And so it's a lot of times people want somebody they need that external like validation to say that I'm needed. That's not their issue, that's your issue. Like that's your self-esteem stuff. Like I need you to still want me. But I don't like I do want you. To that. I do want you. I don't need, it's not a need. And so you want me to need you. And it's okay to not have to need you. That's something else. And that's something else that they have to deal with, you know? So I just think the 80-20 rule is just some crocker load of, you know, stuff that somebody want to create to be like, I'm missing out on something. You're not missing out on nothing. You're missing out on you. You the 20 motherfucking percent. I'm sorry.
No, that's where I was about to go. I love it. I love it when we do that. So I was about to segue into that. The 20% is you. And look, even though we're throwing these numbers out because of this theory that they've created, even though we're throwing these numbers out, the number could be 10, the number could be 50, the number could be 100, even, right? But the point is, you could be missing you in a relationship. So and it could very well be 100. It could very well be 100 because you could be in a relationship. I've been there before. I know other people have been there before. I've been in a relationship where it was completely one-sided. And that's not an 80-20. That's 100-0.
Right.
And it wasn't even 100-0 because I wasn't even giving what I needed to give to myself. So we talking about 0-0.
Right.
So the thing is being able to see that I don't really clearly know what I want, and that's okay. Right? It's okay to not know. The problem comes into play when you don't know and you proceed with shit that don't make sense for you. Right?
And then you blame it on the other person when you don't know.
Exactly.
Now you've created, so not only have you created your own internal whatever, you've also put it off on the person that you're with, and you're gaslighting them into believing that they're the issue.
Yeah.
When you're the issue.
You're the issue. The other part is it creates this, again, which kind of piggybacks on what you just said. It really kind of gives the person permission to point blame and assess problems, like put a problem to a person rather than, look at themselves and do the work individually on themselves. It gives you permission to point the finger, right? If you hear about an 80-20 rule and you think, well, my excuse to my partner is I cheated on you because I was only getting 80% from you. The 20% that I wasn't getting, I needed to go sleep with somebody else to get that 20%. And I know I was wrong, but you should have been giving me that 20%. So it gives them permission to point the finger and blame somebody else.
Responsibility.
Yeah. You don't have to take no responsibility whatsoever. Because they came up with a theory.
It's your fault. Because you wasn't 100%.
And how many times do you hear even people say, relationships ain't 50-50? They're 100-100. Agreed. I should come as 100. You should come as 100.
And I should not require you to be something for me to feel whole.
Exactly. Because if you're 100 and I'm 100, we're coming as two whole people.
Right. And now we can have fun because we know who we are, we know what we want, and we found somebody that's equally knowing what they want and know, and now we can just enjoy life.
Yeah. Yeah.
And not have to, we're on the same page. I don't need you to be up under me.
Yeah. Go ahead, because you about to go somewhere with that. Go ahead.
Because some people like when people up under them.
Constantly.
Always, every day.
And we ain't calling no names.
I understand it. I understand it. I understand it. Like, because how do you? Because the thing is that again, if we're identifying as us being our whole selves, then the need to be like that enmeshment is not. That doesn't mean that. That means you're requiring something from that other person to fulfill this need, this abandonment, and it might be abandonment issues. You know, this abandonment. I need you not to don't go nowhere. Where are you going? I need you to go. Oh my God! I need. We got to work on that. And again, that's not the other partner. That's your stuff.
Yeah.
That's your stuff. You have to take accountability for your own stuff. When a relationship isn't going well, first ask yourself, is it me? Like, let me find out. Let me make sure that I'm doing the best me. First of all, being the best me I can be. Being the best me I can be. Because what we tend to do is when we meet, I call them a representative, right? When we meet somebody for the first time, or we meet somebody in the beginning, we send the representative. And so a lot of the times we try, and I've done this, like what we do is we listen to what the person wants and we try to fulfill that want for them instead of identifying if this is even me.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And I mean, that goes back to what we said earlier, which is you have to know what you want before you even before you step into something. You should know what you want, because that's where the confusion comes from. That's where you start to do things that is not really aligned with who you are. So you're not showing up authentically. And again, you start to blame someone else because they don't make you feel like you don't make you feel. You know, nobody else can make you feel anything. You need to make yourself feel whatever it is you desire. That's right. Anything someone else comes along to do is to add to your life. Is already at 100. You're already 100%. And if you're not, you should be working towards that, thriving to be that 100% before you involve yourself with somebody else. Because you're gonna take your 20% over there, not loving yourself, not knowing who you are, and then you're gonna take somebody and go show up as this representative, like you just said. Go show up over there, and for 3 months you're showing up as a representative. Now the person that was 100 has come down. 50%. You out here ruining people and tearing people up because you ain't got your shit together. You know, and I can't say that in all instances people should be able to pick up on representatives. I've been tricked by representatives before, right? Because people, they listen, they pay attention, and then they will do those things like you just said. So it's important that we, like, first of all, take our time. Pay attention. Believe what you see, not what you hear.
Man, take it for face value. When somebody tell you something, know that they telling you the truth. Somebody told me that it takes some, and yes, and I believe this. It takes so for a woman, in 15 minutes into the conversation, a man will tell you exactly what they want and who they are. What we do is, first of all, what we tend to do is we tend to downplay ourselves, like bring ourselves down. Sometimes to be be able to have a man, because it's against societal norms, is you're supposed to have a man. So right now he's paying attention to me. I like this attention. Oh, and we might have like this sexual thing going on. And so whatever he needs from me, I'm gonna be that right now. Because again, we're trying to be our representative, so they can choose, so he can choose us. So he can choose us, right? Because that's the whole concept. And so, and then we realize, like, once we sleep with him, you know, what he said in the beginning, he said he was, right? He said what he was. I remember I told you, I said, the guy told me, he like, some people call me an asshole. And I'd be like, and I was like, no, you're not. This was like way back. No, you're not an asshole. And guess what he was?
He was an asshole. He told you who he was.
I was like, no.
And we choose to believe. We choose to believe something different.
Yeah.
Why? Because of a variety of reasons, right? It doesn't matter. But again, what does matter is we have no business entering relationships in 20%, in 30%, in 40%. You know, like we need to
requiring that other person to do the finish up at the extra percent on.
Yeah, we go into it. I'm 40, they 60, they make 100, right? No, it's both of you all need to show up as whole people.
Yes,
100, because even and here's my thing, even if you're not in a relationship, a lot of people never get married. A lot of people never end up with a partner. Are you telling me that I'm not whole if I don't get a partner?
Ooh.
Is that what you're telling me?
I used to think that.
Is that what you're telling me? I used to think that shit too. But understanding, but you got to get to this headspace first before you get to a space of partnering with anybody. Because once I understood that, see, my first 2 marriages, I didn't understand that. But once you understand, I don't need to show up to get a portion of who I am from anybody else. I need to show up as that for myself. I need to be that for myself. I don't need to get with a person, whether it's a partner, whether it's a friend, because people do that shit in friendships too.
Oh gosh.
You're not my everything. You're not my all in all. I am my all in all. Me, by myself, 100%. So when I show up as 100%. Even when I deal with you, I show up as 100%. You might not get 100% once I disappear, because now I've unplugged the access.
You're getting 0%.
You getting 0%.
0%.
Plug the plug.
And actually, it's no longer 0% because they've experienced you, right? Yeah. So now you're not an emptiness in their space, right? Because now they're getting a negative 50.
That's good. That's good. That's good. That's some good shit right there. But on the other hand, they could also leave with energy if they decide to continue to do what they need to do, right?
Sure.
Because we're all energy. We're all energy sources to one another. And so I could very well add energy the same way I can deplete energy, right? And so I think that is also another point in terms of these relationships. You can get with people and they can deplete your energy.
Yeah.
And people will plug into you. Yep. And here we go. Especially women. Like I can't say this enough times, especially women. Because men are very, very I ain't gonna use that word, but women are sources of energy. We are sources of energy. So people will come and plug into us, tap into us, get our energy and remove themselves, right? And so that's why you see people that go crazy, that I'm so depressed, I want to kill myself, or they go and kill people or do this or do that, because they have allowed somebody else to deplete their energy. The source that keeps them going, the source that's backed by their intellect, the source that's backed by their intuition, the source, they've allowed somebody to tap into them and take everything and strip everything away from them. And so when you do that, imagine you started with, you might have been low, but you at least had 40%.
Right.
Now you at 0. You have to completely build yourself back up to get to 100%. And if we walk around with a mindset of, I only have to show up as 80% in this relationship, they're not going to get the other 20%. I don't have the other 20% to give them. Huh? What? Why are we operating like that? And then turn around again, like I said, and complaining or showing up not truly knowing what we want.
That is true.
So 80-20. I want y'all to think about that a little differently than what we've heard about. Is it about alignment and wholeness? Right? 100% equals alignment and wholeness. That's what 100% means. Once you start subtracting, once you start taking away, because basically in layman's terms, you're reducing your power. Once you start, I'm gonna go ahead and take that over there. That's 40%. And because he only showing up as 40%, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna get another 40% from him over there. And then I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna get 20% from that person over there. So now I got 3 people. And those 3 people are giving me 100%. Right. Meanwhile, you're not even 100%. But you seeking 100%. But you want 100%.
I think that's the weird, it's so interesting because I've had 2 people in my life that's done this thing where they're like, you don't even like to listen to me. Or you don't even like to, you ask me for advice or I give you advice and you don't even like to listen to it. And it's interesting because it's like they want me to be they don't want the relationship, but they want me to act like they my everything or my end all be all. I don't know. I don't know. I think that's just so how do you ask me to be something or me to trust you or be something like us to, but then you don't want to create this relationship with me, but you want me to.
Because they need a source. That's why they ask you that. Because they need a source. See, a lot of times, especially with men, they go around and get their source and their energy from women, right? So they have an expectation for them to be able to just connect, get charged up, sustain them long enough before they get somebody else to go charge up. Right? Yep. So that's truly what it is. It's like, I need you to charge me up. And I may not want all of the things that come along with this relationship, but I do want the charge up. I do recognize your power. I do recognize who you are and what you are. But that other stuff, I don't really want that because I got to be accountable. I got to show up. I got to do work. I have to invest time. I have to show up consistently. But when I want to get charged up, I can just show up. I can get charged up and leave. At the end of the day, this is something that if more women understood this, we would have less women that are aggravated by men. Stop being the energy source. And this goes for friends and relationships. Yes. Stop being the energy source for people and see what the hell happens. This is no game. I've seen it work in my life. When I remove myself and my energy, I can see what happens. I see it. So understand how powerful you are. And when you show up as 100, more people want to come and flock to you. Because would I want to set my phone on a charger that's at 100 or at a charger that's at 20%?
Right.
Which one?
Right.
I'm going for the charger that's at 100 every time. That's the charger I'm going for. That's that good fast iPhone charger.
Right.
I want to go over there. I want to go over there to the Dollar Tree or Dollar General charger that only has 20%.
Right.
I want to go over there. That charger has 100% charge on it. I see it. I feel it. I know it. And I don't want to pay for it. Right? I want to go to the charging station where it's free.
I can charge and go.
Plug and go. And that's exactly what's happening in these relationships is that people feel I have the access to you. I get to benefit from you, and then I get to go. When I need it again, here I come back. You don't see them. You don't hear from them. They don't have nothing to say to you until they need a re-up. And that's what these men will do. That's why they keep coming back. Men don't come back because they just have this huge desire for you. Oh, I missed out on you. They come back because they need to be charged up. That's why they came back. Because they knew they benefited from the attachment to you. Then they walked away. They went over there and fucked around with that 20% charger. Right? Oh, shit. Let me go back to the real source.
Right.
And then want to go back. See, it's games. It's games, but you got to be able to recognize it. You got to be able to recognize it.
I like that. Marcus, the charge up. That's deep. That's woman's power. I love that. Yeah. For real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
And we got to be able to recognize that we are the source. Not only recognize that we are the source, also build yourself up to 100. Stop draining yourself with other people and then blaming other people for coming and linking up with you because you got open access, baby. You're walking around with open access, giving people open access to come, connect, charge up, and leave. And then you let them come back, charge, re-up, leave.
Go on, preach, girl. Go on, preach. Woo.
It's a real thing that we really have to stop, examine, and look at. And again, when you stop blaming other people, when you stop pointing your finger and you start taking accountability to the fact that you walking around being a free ass charger and you not even 100%. Let's talk about that.
Right.
You ain't even 100% and got the nerve to let somebody else charge up. So that means something is lacking inside of you, right? But then you want to go and say, I'm not getting everything I need. Let me go over here and get this percentage. And then let me go over there and get that percentage. Now we got 4 or 5 people that's connected, draining each other. All unhealthy connections, all connections that are not going anywhere. And all you got maybe 2 or 3 people that are blaming each other. Nobody's holding themselves accountable. Why? Because we don't want to heal. That takes work. That takes work.
I'd rather just keep doing the same thing over and over again and having the same result.
I'd rather be comfortable. I'd rather keep doing the same shit. I'd rather care about what people gonna say about me. I'd rather care about what people gonna think about me. What does the society say? Society don't fucking sleep with you
at all. They don't pay your bills.
Society ain't got a deal. Look, we got one life to live that we know of. Okay? This life, I need to leave this life fulfilled and happy on my terms.
Right.
Not on society terms.
Right.
Not on what somebody else told me to do. Not on what else somebody else told me to believe.
Right.
Not on what somebody else told me I should follow. If you do it like this how you have the best life. Stay married. Let somebody keep hooking up and charging up to you, doing you wrong, draining your ass. Listen, how many women get with men who don't have no money? They don't serve them in any capacity whatsoever. They will let that man drain their ass dry. Why? So they can follow societal norms.
Because having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. That's what Betty Wright said.
So now again, you have no charge on you. None. And I'm not attacking the men at all because I know that this happens to men too. But I have a unique experience being a woman and having a lot of women acquaintances, friends, and family members. And we have these discussions over and over and over. Why you let a Dusty come and take all your fucking charge? You let a little Dusty come and take you out like this? You over here on 0, red light blinking like a mug. I'm talking about that red light, glaring red. And in addition to that, when you have low energy, when you are in that low frequency, people see it, people feel it.
Yes.
Now you let this little Dusty drain you.
A little Dusty.
Okay. Now what you getting ready to do? You gave all your energy to a little Dusty.
And the Dusty walked around and got some more energy from somebody else too.
And matter of fact, he is over 100 because he's getting charged from you. He getting charged from somebody else. He getting charged from somebody else. Now he done depleted 3 of y'all. So when we talk about the 80-20 rule, it's not truly about I'm getting 80% and you're not giving me 20%, so I'm going to go and cheat. This rule is about you should show up as 100%. Anybody that comes into your life that doesn't show up as 100%, when you show up as 100, you can identify other hundreds. I can.
Yep.
I mean, why do I need you at 20% to enter my life and I'm at 100? What is the purpose of that?
Right. What can you can't benefit me?
Because I ain't looking for extra credit.
No.
Your little 20%, that's extra credit, but no, I need you to be at 100 too. And when I say at 100, understand this. I'm not talking about perfection.
Yeah.
Let's be clear, because
I just want you to show up as you. I just want you to show up as you. Because yes, there's no such thing as perfection. But I want a person to be genuine and authentic and show up as themselves, because then it gives me the idea. Then it gives not the idea, but it gives me it helps me identify if this is what's best for me, if we are what's best for each other.
Yeah.
You know, and because as long as you're authentic, because it might not be, we might just need to be friends. We might just need to be cool. But you show up as 100% is everything. It's everything. And you think people think they're going to lose something if they show up authentically.
Can you talk about that a little bit more? Because I really want them to understand that. Because
we think that if we show up authentically, that people won't like our authenticity, our authenticity, and so we're afraid to. And the thing is, we're afraid to lose people. And the thing is that we're not losing people. They're not losing. You're not losing. You're gaining you.
Yeah.
You're gaining you. So when people drop off, they're supposed to drop off. They're supposed to drop off sometimes, like, especially if it's a healthy thing. If it's like, okay, they weren't healthy and they were draining me, they're supposed to drop off. I'm supposed to let that go.
Yeah.
And so because it's because I'm learning to love me more and know me more. And so what comes to me and as I start to learn me more and love me more, then I'll see more genuine people show up in my life.
Exactly.
No.
Exactly. The 100%. Thank you for sharing that, cousin. The 100% truly is about I'm showing up as me. I don't have to cosplay. I don't have to pretend. I don't have to try to fit in. Right? That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. I show up as Keya. Period. And the easy way to sift people out is to show up as me.
As you.
Either you like me or you don't. I'm really not an in-between person, even though people try to come in between, and I'd be like, nope. So what I'm saying is, when you show up authentically, if you show up who you are, that's your 100%.
Yeah.
In addition to the work that you do to heal, to recognize what you desire and really want in life, to understand, to separate, this is what I want versus this is what I may have been doing and it hasn't worked out. It's not healthy for me. So let me get clear about, this is what I desire. This is what's important to me. This is, what I don't want in my life. And so let me be very clear about that. Let me not say, well, that's not that big of a deal. No, be authentic. Being authentic means no.
Yeah. And I do. I'm like, okay, because I'm learning. You need to be more aware, right? And so when I'm talking to someone, I'm like, okay, is this something, because everybody comes with something, right?
Yeah.
Something. So I'm like, okay, is this something that I can deal with, right? Is this something I can, is this or will I be losing myself in that situation? Somebody told me this scenario, right? Let me tell you the scenario. The scenario is, this person said, this is what I want. This is how it should be, right? They said, it should be like we're docked at the same, in our own boat at the same dock, right? And so we get to ride around together in the dock and the boat and stuff. And we're like, yeah, in our own boats, yay. But then as we start getting closer, we say, okay, you can't be in your boat. You got to ride on my boat. What does that mean? Does that mean I lose myself? Do I lose myself because I'm riding out with you? And what's interesting is because Access gave this scenario, and I think I said it before. The scenario was, this is how relation works. They said we drive. It's another analogy. These are men analogies because they're driving cars. And so you're driving down the street and you're like, oh, get in my car. But relationship, right? Get in my car. Come on, get in my car. And then you try to get in their car and you can't fit. So you got to cut off your leg to fit in the car. But you still can't fit in the car. So you got to cut off your arm and your shoulder because you're trying to get in their car. So you're taking off pieces of you to be with them. Mm-hmm. So again, there you go. You're breaking yourself up to get into. So now you're losing yourself to get into the situation with them.
Yeah, I think like that's good. You lose parts of yourself and it goes back to what we said. You lose parts of yourself when you're not true to yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to be true to yourself. Mm-hmm. You have to be okay with, I've been talking about this detachment thing. Mm-hmm. But some people have actually messaged me and was like, what does that even mean? What do you mean you're detached? Detached doesn't mean loss of connection. I'm still connected to you, mm-hmm. but I'm not attached to an outcome. Mm. I'm not attached to you. Mm. I am detached from an outcome and I am detached from you. Mm. I am connected to you. That means that I can disconnect and detach, because all we really have is a connection. Mm-hmm. I can free myself from a connection, mm-hmm. but it's harder for me to free myself from an attachment. Hmm. So when we get in these relationships, we attach, right? So when you attach to something, it's so much harder to detach from it. Mm-hmm. But when you walk into something detached and just connected, right? Mm-hmm. So we connected. Our mm-hmm. energy's connected, right? Mm-hmm. Like this.
And that's not healthy.
I can move away freely. Mm-hmm. Move away freely.
Yeah.
When you attach, mm-hmm. right? So this is why people have these issues where, again, they're blaming somebody else for where they are in their relationship. How they feel.
Yes.
And it becomes somebody else's responsibility
to
make them feel this and make them feel that.
Yes, yes.
Why do we talk about attachment styles? Because people walk into every situation with people attached. Learn to connect with people. Because just like they cut your phone on and they connected, they disconnected. And they can reconnect it. So you can reconnect with somebody, but you don't have to attach to a person. Mm-hmm. This is what hurts us. And then this is the thing that kind of takes us down that rabbit hole of I'm only getting 80%. I'm only getting, you have detached from, you have detached yourself from the outcome of what could be. Because it could be a number of things, right? It could be we end up getting married, we end up being lifetime friends, we end up not, whatever. But at the end of the day, I'm connected to you. And I can easily, when I'm detached, I can easily just disconnect. But when you go into the situations, again, using this 80-20 scenario that I started with, that came off of Why Did I Get Married? And even with that, the way that they did it and how they put it in that movie, we will put things into the media to put things into people's mind to brain warp people, right? And we are so easily influenced by every damn thing. We are easily influenced. Like, even as you guys listen to us, I always tell people, what do I say? Eat the fish and throw the bones away. Everything may not belong to you. That's okay. I would never be offended. It may not belong to you. That's fine. That's the power of detachment, right? Because you don't have to attach to this. You can just connect with it.
If it resonates with you, and you don't, okay, it's okay.
You can learn. You don't have to learn. You can find it entertaining. You can do whatever with this information that you desire to do, but don't be so quick to just attach. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the animal that
a leech?
A leech. They'll get on you and they just attach to you, right? And so you don't have to be a leech to information. You don't have to be a leech to people. Stand alone. Stand on your own. Understand who you are. Show up as 100%. And when you are at 100%, I'm telling you, you can more visibly see others that are at 100%, even those that are not 100%. But when you 50%, you have the ability to see 50% or less.
That's good. That's good.
You don't have the ability to see 60, 70, 80. So how you know you missing out on 20%? And stop.
That was good.
Stop. I said what I said. You 50, you don't have the capacity to see anything above 50. Because that's where you are. Yeah. I decided to come with it.
Go on, preach. Go on, preach.
I decided to come with it.
Man, y'all better take
They ain't taking no notes, cousin. They quiet in the comments. You ain't seen a comment pop up yet.
Well, this is good. I know.
That's how I know we talking.
So she sent me, sometimes like she'll send me like, okay, these are the notes or whatever. Then she was like, okay, we're just gonna do 80-20. And I was like, okay. And I didn't know where she was going with the 80-20. This is good. So I'm like, oh, okay. So you see me like, like
I like to set you up
like,
sometimes. Sometimes I just like to set you up. Like, I just start talking and you
like catch my pearls.
Very interesting.
That was good. Yes.
But yeah, so that really, this is to help people who, I don't care if you're in a relationship, single, married, whatever, no matter where you are, understand. And again, this is coming from somebody that's been married twice before my current marriage. So I'm talking from a place of experience. I'm talking from a place of wisdom, really. I've gone through therapy and understood, like, these are some things that I was challenged with. I was desiring and wanting things from people that I could not give to myself because I kept just trying to move through life without acknowledging my pain, without acknowledging my downfalls and my shortcomings. I didn't want to acknowledge those things. I just said, scoot that shit on over. It'll go away, right? No, you got to actually do work. Because that work is hard. Healing is not a beautiful experience running through the lilies and the sunflowers. Okay? It's not.
No.
And I know, like, social media will dress it up. Look at me now. I've healed. They'll dress it up.
Stuff still show up. Listen,
it still comes up.
It still comes up.
Imagine.
Like, oops.
Imagine how much it can come up. I am in a much better headspace. I have skills and mechanisms that I get to use when those things come up that I didn't have before.
Yes.
So I'm in a much better place. Don't get me wrong. I'm in a much better place. I don't go from one to fucking you up. I don't do that no more. I go from one to, you know what, Keya?
Release them.
Orange is cute on you when it's a dress or, you know, when it, you know, something cute.
Some, you know.
But you don't want to wear orange pants and shirt forever.
A jumpsuit.
So you need to talk yourself through this. You need to breathe through this. You need to count through this. You need, like, I had to learn how to do that because that is not the way that I handled things before. It was I put my hands on you, or I said the meanest, break you down shit ever.
Cut you with your words.
Cut with words. So again, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of practice. It takes dedication. It takes repetition. And that's the part that people don't want to invest in. They want to attach to other people that they see that's at 100%. Let me attach. And then when you at 100 and you see that, you be like, you can't come over here with that. You can't attach to this energy because I had to do some hard ass work to get here. So then when you go and you start to meet people and you say, oh, I want to get in a relationship, and you can see it, you can feel it, you can tell they at 0, they at 10%. There is nothing you can do for me, sweetheart. Nothing.
I mean, they might can give you some penis because sometimes the 20% can give you some good, but
that's it.
That's it.
And guess what? It's a little energy that you've given to them in the process.
A little bit. You thank you. You're like, thank you. Good night. Good day. Don't stick around. Don't park your car there. Don't park your car there. Just go on. Keep the key. In fact, keep the car running.
Right.
Keep the car running. Don't park your car there. Just keep your car running. Because that's not the stop.
Yeah.
That's not the stop. Yeah, you know, it's interesting too. I was listening to something else and they were saying sometimes what we do is also, right? So say we do get somebody that's maybe not 100%, but we get somebody, right? And we like the qualities of them. But what it tends to happen, we start breaking the qualities down, right? We start telling them that whatever they were doing is not okay. So then at the end of the day, then they're no longer themselves because we broke them down, you know? And I was like, that's interesting. I'm speaking from, I feel like when I chose my husband, like I chose him based off of my ability to be able to control him because of my own insecurities about control and stuff like that, right? Not having power, my own power. And so I want to be able to be like, you can't tell me what to do. I'll tell you what to do. Right. But then because I'm still, again, looking from the trauma lens, right? I'm looking at it and I'm like, and as I'm working through my stuff, I'm like, this is not what I want because I didn't know what I want.
Yep.
I take that back. I did know what I want, but it was through the trauma that I right. And so I'm looking, I'm like, why I got to do everything? Because that's what you chose, Shimeka. You chose, this is what you chose because you wanted somebody you can control. And so
I want to ask you something about that. Okay, so you said you did know what you want. You knew what you want through the trauma, right? So let's say, you know, we have an audience out here that's going to be listening, that's listening now. Let's say a person says, I know exactly what I want, right? But they're also talking about what they know that they want from a trauma perspective. How do we help people identify that you're not talking about what you really desire? This is truly coming from a trauma lens. How do we, because I didn't know either that sometimes I felt like I knew what I wanted. And it was coming from trauma. It was coming from pain. It was coming from a longing, right? So how do you help a person to identify that?
You know what? You know what's interesting is that I don't know if you can all the time. And I think the thing is that that's why it's important that each experience that we have with anybody, with ourselves, that we get to know ourselves in that experience. So when we look at somebody, we're going to let you, oh, I like this person. And granted, now I feel like I feel like I was a predator. And I'm not being funny. I feel like I was definitely a predator. I definitely preyed on certain things because, again, it gave me power and control, perceived power and control. And I didn't have any, right? But it was perceived power and control. And so I really was like on the prowl. I was really like on the prowl. And he was,
and in that moment, you didn't identify that, right?
Right. Well,
okay.
I kind of, I think I kind of did, because he was somebody, again, I can control. I feel like I knew that. I knew this was somebody that would not try to tell me what to do. Right. Because again, I felt like I had lost my power and my control through trauma. And so I knew he wasn't somebody that's going to tell me what to do. I knew I was going to be able to be the one to tell him what to do and when to do it and how to do it. Right. I almost got me some titties out of it. Y'all. I'm so glad I was like, I ain't gonna get put under the knife for no titties. Like, I ain't never been put under the knife for nothing. Anyway, I digress. This close to get some titties, okay?
The predator. The predator.
I did feel like, man. But I did feel like, I was, so when I chose him, it was this, again, I was able to, I knew what I was doing. And so now in my space now, right, I don't have to, like, I am in control, but I'm not, it's not a power and control thing, right? The control is knowing me. And knowing what's safe for me and what's comfortable for me. So even so now my experiences are now when I meet people, like, I'm getting to not only know them, but then check in with me. I'm checking in with me. Is this something, and so even, when, again, like when that thing, like you said, it's not attachment. It's not, oh, I want to be with them. No, I got to be with them because they fulfill. No, it's, I'm paying attention. I'm aware like I'm no longer putting
the awareness.
Yes. I don't have the rose-colored glasses. I'm like, okay, no, this is who this person is. Now, am I willing to, is this something I'm only willing to deal with this, like this in this situation, maybe not like, ooh, right? For a relationship thing or whatever. But so right now, that's what I'm in right now. And getting to know people, getting to know myself. Still, each experience is getting to know me still. It's still getting to know me. Like it's still getting to, each experience with somebody else is still getting to know me. Yeah.
Because everybody is showing up as a mirror for us, right? Everybody is coming in their reflection of us in some way, and we get to see parts of ourselves and other people. Which is why I always say there is no perfection. Nobody's perfect. This truly is about, and I love what you just said. That's why sometimes I be setting you up when I ask questions, because I know where you're gonna go with it. Because of all the conversations that we have, I know what the direction you're gonna go. And I think to the last point, because I see we're at 59 minutes.
Yeah.
To the last point, it truly, for me, and how I knew that I wasn't operating from my victimhood or my trauma or my desire to be connected and attached to people, was when I started to have the awareness to start identifying my true feelings when I left spaces. And it's like, it's really kind of what you said, but the journaling was a powerful tool for me because I was in such denial about people that my journal didn't lie because it was fresh, right? So I'm writing after I have engagement.
You say people, exactly. Oh,
right. And nobody's watching, nobody's listening. I'm just writing what I feel, right? So now when I go back and I read that, I'm like,
I knew.
So you told the truth. This where you told the truth.
I knew.
You were acting out there, but this is the truth. And you have to honor yourself, right? Yes. When I first started this journey, it was the hardest thing for me because there were people that I loved, there were people that I liked, there were people that I enjoyed that I had to walk away from. And I still have to do that because of the awareness. Once I get the awareness, that's it for me.
Yeah.
I can't deny it. I can't hide it. I can't fake it. The awareness is there and I have to honor me.
Yes.
When you get there, then you know that, okay, I'm doing the work. This is healing. It's uncomfortable, but I get to keep choosing me. And the more you do that, the better it feels because it grows. This is how you obtain self-love because you keep choosing yourself, right? And denying anything that doesn't make you feel love. You keep denying anything that doesn't feel authentic. You keep denying anything that's coming and trying to charge up to you. And now you're giving yourself those things that you thought other people were giving you. I'm giving that to me now, right? So if anybody that comes along, they're like, let me charge up. Oh, let me lie to you. Let me play in your face. Let me do all of those things. I combat it.
Right.
I care more about me. And the more that you do that, the more powerful you become.
Yes.
Right. So now I'm at 100%, but I'm storing up extra shit on the side.
Right.
So that when I start to deplete a little bit, I got some extra.
I'm filling my cup. Right. I'm filling my own cup.
Yeah.
I'm overflowing.
Yes.
It's overflowing. I'm filling my cup.
And
I think too when you're in a need for anything, right? When you're in a need, I need.
Go ahead. I feel it.
That's when it's not. That's when you pull back. Because when you in that space, that's the worst space to be in. Because then you go choose anything. You go choose anything.
I wasn't even ready for that one.
Do you remember being in that space?
Ooh.
I remember I just need somebody to hold me. I just need a man, a body on me. I just need. No,
when I ask you that question, that is the answer.
What question?
That is the answer.
Which one?
The answer
is the one where you said how do you tell?
How do I identify?
Yes.
If you are moving from a trauma space,
right,
by trying to connect with other people, another relationship.
But some people still be like, nah, because I wasn't looking for him. They still do this thing.
That's the denial of it. You're right.
Yeah.
But if you have a little bit of awareness, just a little bit, if you journal, if you document this, understand if I feel a need, right? And it's not a want, it's a need. That's where the attachment comes in.
Yeah, because even we talked about this, like when you drawn sexually, abort mission. Yeah, abort mission. When you're like, I was attracted. Abort mission, because that's the one you go. That's the one.
That's the one.
That's the one you don't want.
That's the one gonna take you out.
That's the one gonna take.
It's gonna take you out.
Run, baby, run.
And then you gonna be mad, blaming folks.
Because they go, but you gonna learn something about yourself.
Put you in the negative.
But you gonna learn something about yourself.
Hopefully.
You gonna learn, hopefully. Yeah.
Hopefully. How long it take us?
Yeah.
Shit.
I just hit 50, you know.
Let's go keep it a buck. It took us quite some time.
Yeah.
So, I think ultimately the point of the podcast, y'all was quiet tonight. So I know y'all was quiet tonight. So I know this was y'all was taking notes or something, because y'all ain't say nothing in them comments. Y'all was taking notes. That's what I'm believing. For those that come back and watch the replay, share this out. Please make sure you have subscribed to the YouTube channel. If you've been following us, we have been doing this podcast now for years. You should be following us, subscribed to the YouTube channel. You should be tuned in, sharing this out with your people. If you get any value out of these, just make sure you're sharing it out with people, because that's how the messages get out there. Somebody else may need this. It may not have been, you might not have got nothing but bones, but somebody else might be getting fish. So go on and share this. Don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. Don say he was listening.
I was listening.
Don say he was listening. That's what's up.
Definitely making a
Junior Lily in the building. He was listening. So no, really, y'all, come on. The happiness that we deserve,
man.
It's like we deserve happiness and wholeness in ourselves. And if we just happen to get that with somebody else, it's amazing. But get it to yourself first.
Because that way you
show up for yourself first. Charge yourself up first.
Yeah,
that's it.
All right.
That's the best.
I'm 10 minutes in. I gotta go to my clients.
Sorry.
All right.
Love y'all. Peace.
Love you. Oh, why was I about to exit like I'm on Zoom? Mark it.